phase because of how much power is in the lane. But this is not necessarily where the meta has been tending.
Finally finish this one off. He'll be walking forward, Cuz going to spot this out, rotates
able to walk
up.
away.
Yeah, and he's just going to stay out of vision.
Remember, he has his full damage rotation up now. Here we go.
Yep. As the Drunken Rage goes forward, gets the flash immediately there for Peanut.
As some of Longzhu's level 1 plans have been genius. This game especially, read SK Telecom like a book. Warding the big buff, know that he'll start on a big buff. Basically reading the jungle pathing. Bot lane, Wolf taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's going to flash to the side. Throwing out that Ignite. Slow up comes through here from Prey as he throws out the Ren. Looking for a little bit more damage in onto Wolf. Takes him very low. Now Peanut will be arriving here in the bottom lane.
But for some reason, of how strong Sejuani and Galio will be the later parts of the game. But Cuz is bot now, and we really want to take down
the flash play straight into the death sentence. Cuz arriving, and the Ren comes through, but Gragas will still be finding that final blow. First blood goes over to Longzhu.
Yeah, I've downloaded many iOS updates, often bugs.
Now he's laggy. But Peanut popping over the wall with the blast cones. Just going to find that control ward. A little bit of damage down onto Gorilla, but won't be finding that gank entrance that he was looking for instead. Likely just going to have to use that Arctic Assault to get over the wall. Wilson cast will come through. Hero's entrance from Fakers. The lockup does come down from that Glacial Prison, but now that's going to be the Lantern dragging him out. Hook not going to connect in onto Bang. TP being completed for Khan. Will arrive, throws down the Cataclysm, and Wolf will get locked into the pit, and he's going to die. Prey picks up his first kill. 2-0 here for Longzhu, so very extended bot lane visitation here from both sides, but Longzhu are the ones that put a kill on the board.
And there were teleport wards for Untara, but clearly didn't get a call to teleport because never used it during the entire time. Pushing aggressively in topside, still not teleporting.
Still looking for a little bit more. Death Sentence comes through, play in onto Faker, but the taunt comes down from the Galio. Prey jumping his way back with
the teleport comes in.
Himself safe, but yeah, Untara is dropping in from behind. Fate's Call coming through. Prey throws Gorilla forward, but might just be throwing him into his death. Untara. Actually, they're going to try to turn this one around because Cuz is re-engaging Khan going forward. Let's get the pop-up, and they're able to get the kill as Gorilla snatches that up. SKT, a 1-for-2 in the end. They
control ward just to spot the pathing from Gragas. Not the sort of vision you can really play around, though, you should notice, whereas you can tell from Longzhu's vision exactly what they want to be doing. It's kill this man.
Cuz already using that. Roll the barrel. Will just get jumped on. Untara trying to turn this one around. He's just going to find it. That last auto attack, well, overheated, just beats Cuz into the ground.
Yeah, it seems like Cuz was also disconnected from his team. There was no space for BDD to roam top. Had no way to get out. Heroic entrance came in as well. Jarvan not in position, BDD not in position. Solo death from Cuz, you'd say.
Getting corruption thrown down here. Gorilla gonna get popped up. The Strangle Thorns. Now you can see the death sentence ready to come through as the Fate's Call will come out. Gorilla arriving into the fight with the flash forward. Faker finds a double taunt, and they're going to go down. Double kill going over to the Galio. Can't quite chase in underneath the turret to finish off BDD, at least not at the moment. So he will retain his life, but SKT now taking the kill.
Answers Longzhu super well in fights. So while we were appreciative of how well Longzhu played around their jungler specifically in the early game, headaches start to come through from Longzhu. Peanut.
Yeah, his Envision body slam coming through. Faker now arriving, but Peanut just takes so much damage, and he will get finished off as Cuz finds that kill. So tying things up here, 4-4.
Never to take it himself.
For a second, I thought they were actually going to try to contest that turret, but with Untara still sitting nearby, would have been a very risky move. Cuz peeling off that Rift Herald as they both jump in onto Faker. He's going to get that double taunt coming through.
He's a real tank
forward. Cuz taking a bit of damage. Seems like both of them are going to go their separate ways.
This game has tightened up pretty significantly.
Longzhu still looking to go ahead and advance as much as they can. We'll go ahead, start this engagement down onto Faker. Play comes back through. He's just more interested in clearing out the wave, but now BDD's wrapping around from the side, as is Cuz. Faker going to be completely surrounded as the turret goes down. They pick up the kills, going to be the question. Play yet again coming through. The box gets dropped. Cuz goes in.
Nice sidestep.
But yeah, Faker not going to get caught up with that one, and he's got the hero's entrance to take himself out to safety. The flag and drag not quite going to find the knock-up. That's the Cataclysm coming through, and Khan will go down. They do trade in onto Faker. Wolf also falling as Longzhu tries to keep trading up, but it's a double kill over to Bang, equalizing the count, making it a 2-for-2.
A 2-for-2 in a 5v4. Super good plays from Faker. But doesn't mean 2 items on Kalista with the QSS. Has delayed her power spike, which for now makes her less formidable in the 5v5. And those tank itemizations, they're coming, Achilles.
Poking his head in from behind. Prey gonna get jumped on. Is able to take that dark passage out to safety. Now Khan's gonna be completely locked out. Wolf will be the first one that goes down. Just a bit too far forward there with that Zyra. Takes that one with his life, but can Longzhu get more? Can they even get the turn? It's gonna be the question. A big equalizer coming through from Untara, and they're gonna scoop up a kill in onto that Kalista. A double taunt yet again comes down from Faker. They get Gorilla. Khan one hit away from dead. Can they follow up for it? Seems like he might just get himself out of here safely. As BDD and Cuz try to retreat, they have the wave clear to maintain a hold over this turret for the moment, but SKT yet again trading up. Cuz going forward, looking for something as the barrel roll nearly kills
Here's
Faker.
the teleport coming through from Khan.
Doesn't have much mana, but the Khan TP is coming through from the backside. Tries to get the prediction, but doesn't do it, but Faker is still going to be dead. A nice little fancy play there. The size up on the Justice Punch. Peanut will have that flash available, but BDD, he is out for blood, as is Khan. They come over the wall. Can they get the hit? One more will do it, and BDD is able to get it through with the threaded volley.
While it was a really nice sidestep from Faker, it was still the right flag and drag because there was no exit path if he was establishing that way.
No matter what.
Exactly. It's the right decision. He's forcing them to juke into this so he can do some damage. Not enough to actually turn things. Khan's teleport back in was a big factor. So the picture-in-picture, the Infernal Drake does go to SK Telecom.
Yeah, are able to pick that one up, and it seems like we have another fight breaking out, and it's the picture is a bit too small for me to try to cast off this one, but
no, GM, give it to us!
There we go, we flip back over, and BDD is going to be the first one that goes down in the fight. Hero's entrance now from Faker, gets the pop-up in onto Gorilla.
Prey's free hitting.
Desperately tries to turn this one around. Prey is free hitting, looking for a kill onto Untara.
It's a big win.
Faker first, and out Untara will fall, double kill. Going over to Khan, so they lose out on that Infernal Drake. We're going to have another replay. Probably miss another fight, but Longshu, they kill 4, and now they're looking for Baron.
Unfortunately, we were on about 3 inches of monitor here, Achilleos, with our small monitors and the picture-in-picture. But the fight around the Infernal Drake seemed to be forced, and in the end goes massively the way of Longshu. SKT will have to judge their decision-making from the replay. Peanut is around, same level as Cuz. Let's see if they can interrupt him, because they do have the rent to secure this. This should be Baron to Longshu.
How much do you want to go for this one? Seems like it's a bit of a do or die moment. Has that blast cone ready to go if he wants to try to pop in to the pit. The death sentence comes through, and he is just going to surrender this one. Takes it out for a ride. The in the knockdown. This final inner turret.
Looking up.
Pushing forward. Baron buff getting ready to expire. Death sentence comes through in onto Peanut, but he's very tanky there with that Sejuani. Keeps himself safe.
Weaver's Wall already used, try to keep them cordoned off. They will take free damage, but no more for now.
I mean, BDD just has him backed into a corner, and he's just pelting them with rocks, so several of them do get chipped down to around half HP. Have to go back to the fountain, and that will be Longshu claiming that final.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, she's cool, so at least she's a fun champion in the meta. They're still walking up for now. Very deep teleport.
Yeah, Khan coming in from behind, explosive cast comes through, separates a bit of the SKT squad here, and Bang's gonna be the first one that gets jumped on. Flag and drag coming through, the pop-ups are there, and Khan will be able to claim the kill, and now it's just gonna be all spilling over in favor of Longshu. Prey firing away, trying to get that chase down in onto Wolf. Will let him escape with his life for the moment, but everybody else on SKT will not be able to say the same. That final kill there, the 4th one picked up for BDD, and that could just be the end of the game right here.
And the Gragas is the champion that is allowing the Kalista to do damage, because you think, okay, there's a formation, how are we ever going to get past the Gallia and the Sejuani? The cask scatters everyone, and suddenly there is target acquisition. Suddenly, Wolf and Bang are often going down first in fights. They're going to take down an inhibitor, and we're looking like it's going to be that 8 in a row, Achilleos.
Certainly does seem like it. Bang getting ready to respawn, but can he do anything to try to stop this? No ultimates, no summoner spells available here for the Varus. It's just he and Wolf versus the world. Members of Longshu are rather low, but now that Nexus is exposed, Wolf with no ultimate, they'll just jump straight in onto Bang, almost take him down, but they say, you know what? You know, also here in LCK, but you know, in the West as well, has been making.
Whoa.
Okay, here we go.
No time for fighting. We're getting fighting on the Rift.
Quite low enough here. Just taking a little bit of damage. Peanut looking to walk through, but actually, does he just...
He's juggling the aggro quite smartly there. They expect him to be there as bot lane.
Prey going low, but not feeling enough pressure to go ahead and pop out the heal or the flash.
I'm surprised he was able to keep it leashed in that brush. Wow, okay.
That's done by Cuz. Now going to be walking over. Will find these Krugs
and
going
now,
down.
Camille's actually closer to react here.
Khan coming over the wall. Will dodge out on that hook shot. Drops back in. Throws out the cocoon. Do they want to go in for this one? And Tara says yes. Dashes through, and the flash will come through from the Gragas.
Didn't want to give double buffs over to Renekton.
That we had the, you know, the meta transition out of the jungle without getting to see Peanut play that Italy again. Tar going in for an exchange. Will get slowed up by the tactical sweep. Flashes away. Now cocoon down in onto Khan. Has to flash away. Almost falls. First blood. Not yet coming through, but playing with fire is Khan right now. Peanut, he had some other form of escape, might have gone in for the flash. If he had the proto belt as well, Probably would have tried to make something there, but would have been paying for that play with his own life, so we'll just let that first blood slip right through his fingers.
Khan also playing on the edge, really wanted to be able to get out. The minion wave that might have answered him. That's a pretty aggressive dive.
They just want to go for this one. Yeah, body slam coming in the cocoon. Gets the lockdown, first blood. Goes over. Khan finds this.
Still really good for the side of Longzhi, because look what the minion wave is at on Tara. It's going to be dead for a while. He's going to lose out so many minions at the turret.
Yeah, and honestly, Khan, how frisky are you feeling?
Oh, you know he feels pretty frisky, but the
hook shot in onto this one. Can he get it? Jumps in, misses a tactical sweep, but still has the auto attack.
You know, he didn't need to be there. Too greedy for it. Over, which SKT, in the spot they find themselves in, certainly not something they want to entertain.
Oh, well, Faker does some damage.
No shop yet from BDD.
Yeah, it turns out Karma still has some nice values there, but now bot lane looking to turn into a bit of a party. Flash in for the knock-up. They get the hook down onto Bang, and he is just going to die. Prey with a Ren comes up with the kill. And Kathy, it's surprised, not going to do enough damage to find anything.
So experienced. They have a great support staff, but you start the style plays, and then who's to say?
Oh, well, Faker going to get jumped on. Explosive cast comes through. He will get the root, but BDD's riding in on that Weaver's wall. Faker flashing over to the side, but the seismic shove is there. And BDD will go ahead and scoop up the 4th ranking for Worlds in 2017.
If I have to put it to paper, I just choose SKT and I smile. All right, Cuz still alone.
Get jumped on. It takes a lot of damage. The tether will not connect here from the side of Faker, but Wolf arrives. And he's got the lockdown, but the hook from Gorilla comes over the wall to get the silence, but the wild growth does still come through. BDD getting polymorph, trying to push in.
Use cleanse.
Uses the cleanse to try to chase this one in, but the threaded volley is just nipping at the heels of Wolf. He'll make it out. Turn that one around for himself.
He'd like a turret to play under as well.
BDD, Flash Forward does not have that cleanse. He takes way too much damage. Feather will connect and he will fall as Peanut finds that kill. Khan still coming through with the TP. Will be completed by Untara as well. Tries to get the Hextech ultimatum. Won't be able to get so as that Repel denies it, but they still are able to take down Peanut. The explosive cast from Cuz scooping that one up.
Actually able to cancel the Hextech ultimatum. Wasn't even used in that particular fight. Attempted to be used, but was cancelled by the animation. Cuz, as you mentioned, snipes away with the cask, so they get the trade kill anyway. This would be a nice prize in the back end, but it's Kalista once again. Keep leaving up Kalista. They keep playing around with leaving this pick open. It'll be 0-4. Be the force on the map he needs to be to try to equalize the pressure. Mostly around Bardis. Okay, catches top lane.
Through, yeah, denies that hook shot. Khan will get the slow up, but the TP's coming through here from Faker, so they really want to take down this Camille. He throws down the ultimatum, has to leave it, which cancels it out. He desperately tries to get into the welcoming arms of BDD, but he's going to fall first. So
Karma and Renekton. With there being no punishment, now you do have to respect that if control wards come down, there are other options, as Khan is chasing on to Untara.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall coming through here, so it seems like Longzhi just want to go all in onto the Renekton, and there's nowhere for him to go. Seismic shove to the side, he will fall down.
Well, about as easy as can be.
Flash in!
Okay!
Gorilla has the hook, locks down Faker, but he's got the shield. We'll throw him in with a Fate's Call. A flash away takes Faker to safety. Keeps himself alive, but Gorilla is showing off a bit. Is using both of those summoner spells without a second thought of it. Khan wrapping around the backside now.
They want the mid lane turret.
For this turret. Pressure from this Camille, is it immense enough to stop this?
Karma.
The answer is going to be no, because Karma, as he's gone ahead, wrapped around, knows that he drew enough pressure for somebody to have to answer that wave, so Untara has swapped down to the bottom side of the map, and Longzhi just want to go ahead and open up, try to find this one. Flash forward yet again, Gorilla does find the hook. Fate's Call already prepped just to keep Faker locked down, ensure that he cannot use that flash at all. Peanut will be able to make it over the wall with his own. Takes quite a bit of damage from BDD on the exit, but that will be this final outer turret going over to Longzhi.
Speed up the pace of the game and stay strongest. And for now, at least, SKT will get a lot of damage on the bot lane turret, but that's about it.
And he's getting pinched on here. Cuz does have that explosive cast ready to go. He can try to lock down Untara, gets the body slam off, slows him up, knocks him back, and well, there's two other members here. Just go ahead and take him down. So he'll pop that dominance, he'll buy a little bit more time, but it was not long for this world. So Khan, with his third, seems a bit difficult and doesn't have his flash available at the moment. So it's just pressuring SK Telecom out of their own jungle at the moment. Now Bang will flash away, gets himself over the wall as well. So decent positioning now for him as Peanut gets popped over with a seismic shove.
The cooldown trade, though, Achilles, does mean that Bang's flash is now down, and even Lulu, she's only level 9, not going to be doing the most in order to keep little Cogmore alive.
Cogmore.
I think I said Cogmore, which is some middle ground between Pug and Cog.
Well, they're going to try to make a play in onto Prey. Takes quite a bit of damage. Is able to jump back with that flash. to avoid the ultimate
This
coming
is
down from
all
the
in.
Cogmaw. Yeah, they will just go in. Con trying to lock down in on the Bigger, goes forward, finds the kill yet again. Now Antara getting a nice heal coming through, but he is still just a lamb to the slaughter. Double kill over to Con. BDD gonna go ahead and scoop up a third. Bang yet again. The Acathian Surprise just not gonna be able to do anything. In Longzhu are looking for Baron.
I just don't understand how SKT keep drafting the same identity, keep ignoring what's strong in the meta. The Kalista is going to beat them, it seems, for a fourth time. Longzhu control the pace of the game again. They start grouping. They've got Wombo engaged. Of course they do. They have around bot side. That was the mistake that can't be repeatable if you're going to try to outscale, because it's about losing the minimum. Instead, they were pushing up. Ontara was going to get trade nothing more as Banks caught.
Yeah, he's just going to get popped right into there. He goes down. BDD not able to kill because he does scoop this one up for himself. Banshee's Veil going to eat that passive from the Cogmaw, and it's just turrets falling around the map as Longzhu just have the full court press going.
And there's really nothing SKT can do. They're going to lose a inhibitor turret here, you'd imagine. Renekton already.
I mean, no one can walk up towards Gorilla.
Or pray with the Fate's Call for Gorilla to make it even easier to hit the hook. We were talking about Hook City when you have control wards. They're doing it in front of them, in front of the base at 26 minutes.
I mean, this is such a swift game here for Longzhu. Still not over yet, but you'd expect that this one's probably going to be ending in the next 5 minutes or so. Perhaps, unless SKT can put on one hell of a defense as they lose their second inhibitor.
It's just so hard to say anything, Helios, because the despair that you're going to be feeling as an SKT everywhere, across the board, question marks, and we can't know everything, but the end result is what we see. And the end result is Longzhu looking for a 2-0.
I mean, it seems like they're going to have this one. The Weaver's Wall just to cut off SK Telecom. They have to worry about these super creeps that are piling into the base anyway. Third inhibitor will go down. And Longzhu are looking for a pre-30-minute victory, a 2-0 victory over SKT, and that'll hand them their fourth in a row.
They're 13,000 gold up, so they got initiation. Doesn't matter if a hook misses. They're looking to close the game. Would take something incredible from SKT to stop it happening now.
I mean, before you would expect, this is the team that does have that X factor that could turn something around, but just hasn't been looking that way as of late. So seems like they still will just be suffering another loss. Con looking for that hook shot, not going to find it. The hook from Gorilla also not going to connect. But there's a lot of damage. Bang, he gets knocked out. The body slam forward as they try to get the lockdown, but instead they're able to turn this one around. Onto Gus, nearly falls, but it's still going to be Antara, the one getting traded as Zagragas stays alive on the backside. So much damage coming through for Longzhu as they seek to finish this game. The last Nexus turret getting ready to go down, and nobody from Longzhu has died. And 29 minutes just about here on the clock as Peanut desperately tries to go forward, tries to get something to trade back, tries to put another kill on the board for the team at least to help their KDA, is unable to do so. The Nexus will go down 28-56. Longzhu get the 2-0, and SKT are 4 series deep without a victory.
There is not a spare seat on the SKT side of the stadium, but there is not a peep coming out from them either, Achilles. Only calls coming from the side of Longzhu Gaming. They're the ones celebrating. They're the ones who pretty surgically, especially in Game 2, were able to take down the team comp from SKT. We talked about the support counter pick happened in both games. They chose the laning choice, the Zyra in Game 1 at SKT. Lost lane by 50 CS to a Kalista. Game 2, they leave Talia Kalista open on red side. Already, you've messed up. That's a mess up in the draft. And then the Gorilla taking his first time Blitzcrank in competitive play, and just together, you can't make mistakes. They made macro mistakes. The game ends much earlier than they would ever have imagined. And no one right now looks happy on the side of SKT. They're trying to keep Peanut's spirits up. Maybe he's understanding that's probably going to be blank playing next time. We still don't know what the best